isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like
Three ways to declare a variable in JavaScript. So var is one of them, and for a while that was the only way, but there are other ways too. There's a way called let, so I can say let our name, and then I can say equals free code camp, and then the other thing would be const. So I could do const pi equals and 3.14. Now, the difference between var, let, and const, var is going to be able to be used throughout your whole program. Let will only be used within the scope of where you declared that. Now, we're going to be talking about let and const more later, so I'm just giving you a brief overview of what they are now. Const is a variable that should never change. It can never change. So, like right up here, I declared my name, but then we changed it here. So it started out to be Bo, and we changed it to 8. A const, you can never change it. If you do try to change it, you'll get an error. Okay, that's all for now, but like I said, we'll be talking more about the different types of variables later. There's a difference between declaring variables and assigning variables. Here's how you assign a variable: var a and then the semicolon. I didn't mention this earlier, but you end all lines in JavaScript with a semicolon. Well, it's not actually required. You can actually just skip the semicolons completely, but
it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been.
But most people recommend that you put a semicolon just so it's obvious where the end of the line is. So here, we are just declaring a variable to be called a. And then here we are assigning a variable. We're declaring and assigning in one line. So we're declaring it var b, and then the equal sign is the assignment operator. It means that 2 is being assigned to b. We're not checking if b equals 2 though, we're just assigning 2 to b. So after that, we can actually assign other things. So I can say a equals 7. So now I've just assigned 7 to a. I didn't have to declare a because it was already declared. And I can also say that b equals a. So I've now assigned the contents of a to b. I'll put the semicolon there. One thing I want to tell you about is console.log. Console.log allows you to see things in the console. So I'm going to console.log a. And if I load this here, you can see down here in the console, it shows 7. So right now we've assigned a to be 7, and so when we console.log a, it shows 7 down there. If we put another console.log right here, this will allow us to show what a was up here and then down there. So console.log. Now if I run that, we can now see at first a was null, and then now it's 7. So here it's null, and then 7 down here. So you can check what variables are at various points in your program. Now I'll show you another example of initializing a variable to an initial value at the same time it's declared. So I'm going to say var a equals 9. So the var a is declaring it, and the equals 9 is initializing it with the assignment operator, which is the equal sign. Before we do anything to these variables, they are uninitialized. That means their value is undefined. We have not set them to anything. But it's simple to fix that. I'll just set this to 5. I'll set b to 10, and